we're going to run a report based on this question. So we have to make a report listing item description grouped by manufacturer, showing subtotals for number ready for hire for each manufacturer and the total number of all equipment in stock. That's very confusing when you look at it. We have to understand what data we need. So let's look at the database I've created for this. You'll find this database on Blackboard. It's called medical equipment, and in this one there are 3 tables. There's a customer table. You don't have to get to know this. We can do this very quickly. So there's all this information about customers. We're not interested in this table. Then we have hire details. Again, we're not interested in this. The date we hired equipment, the end date of the hire, not interested. This one we're interested in, equipment. And this is medical equipment. We have an item number, an item description, manufacturer, hire rate per day, the number we have ready to hire, so this is the stock we have, and of course ignore this last field. So for example, we have a blood pressure monitor. The manufacturer is Daltonique. It's £20 per day, and we have 65 of these ready to hire. Let's see if the question makes any more sense now. So we want a report listing the item description. Here's the item description. So we must have the item descriptions in the report, grouped by manufacturer. So we have 3 manufacturers. We have Siemens, Daltonique and Ventrical. So when it says grouped by manufacturer, this means every time the manufacturer name changes, it will put itself into one group. So we should only have 3 groups. We'll have one group for Daltonique, and we can see they make the laboratory freezer and they make the blood pressure monitor. Then it should change into the new group, which will be Siemens, and we have 1, 2, 3. Then we have one more group, Ventrical, only 2. And we want it to show the subtotals for numbers ready for hire. So the numbers ready for hire, we want it to add these together. So it tells you each one, and then we want a total number of all equipment in stock. And this is quite easy. So if we go back here, we don't need this table anymore, so I'm going to close the table, and I want to run a report. So I go to Create, Report Wizard, and I just need to make sure I have the correct table. It's the equipment table. That's accidental that it's appeared here, but make sure you have the correct table. Take every field and then next. This part is very important. We have to look back at the question. A report listing the item description grouped by manufacturer. This is the important part, grouped by manufacturer. Do you want to add any grouping levels? Yes, manufacturer. Don't forget to click this. That's ready. Now, next. And this part here, showing subtotals for numbers ready for hire. That's here. Summary options. Click that one. Numbers ready for hire. Subtotal. That means it's a sum, it's a total. It'll add. So we click here and then OK. And the total number of all equipment, that will automatically be added because we ticked this. So this tick answers 2 questions. It answers this one, total number of equipment in stock, and also this one, showing subtotal for numbers. here, this isn't so important, but what order do you put them in? The question doesn't ask you to do this. I'm going to put it in order of item description. And then next, next, next. And the title it suggests is equipment. I'm going to call it equipment report. And then finish. And here's the report. So we have the manufacturer, the item description, the item number, the hire rate per day, the number ready for hire, and then down here you can see a total. It's actually a subtotal because it adds the figures here. The grand total is at the end, the 154, and the grouping is the manufacturer. So there's the Daltonic. It adds together all the Daltonic products. Then it changes to Siemens, then Ventrical. So this answers all the questions in here. A report listing the item description. Here's item description. Grouped by manufacturer. Daltonic, Siemens, Ventrical. Showing subtotals for the numbers ready for hire for each manufacturer. So here's the subtotal for the numbers ready for hire for each manufacturer. So 86 is for Daltonic, 47 for Siemens, and 21 for Ventrical. And the total number of all equipment in stock, 154. That's it.